These 7 animals recognize a chosen one of Allah. You won't believe number 3. The crying camel and the prophets. Mercy, one of the most profound examples of the Prophet Muhammad's. Compassion comes from a simple yet powerful incident: a camel crying in distress. When the Prophet saw the animal weeping from mistreatment and neglect, he immediately comforted it, wiping its tears and rebuking its owner. Fear Allah concerning these animals who cannot speak. Sunan Abi Dawood. This moment teaches us that true faith extends mercy, rahmah, to all creation, not just humans. The camel recognized the Prophet's kindness, proving that gentleness transcends language. Islam calls for compassion even toward animals, forbidding cruelty and neglect. The Prophet warned that a woman was punished for starving a cat, while another was forgiven for showing mercy to a thirsty dog. Sahih Bukhari. Reflection. Do we show kindness to those who cannot repay us? Animals, the vulnerable, or those society overlooks? Mercy is not just an emotion, but a duty in Islam, a sign of a heart softened by faith. The dog of the people of the cave, Ashab al-Kahf. Among the most remarkable stories in the Quran is that of the righteous youth of the cave, Ashab al-Kahf, who fled persecution to preserve their faith. Yet, often overlooked is the presence of their loyal dog, mentioned by name in the Quran, and their dog stretched its forelegs at the entrance. Surah Al-Kahf 18:18. This simple detail carries deep wisdom. The dog, though an animal, was honored simply by staying in the company of the believers. It did not pray or fast, yet its companionship with the righteous earned it a place in divine revelation. This teaches us that barakah, blessing, flows through sincere companionship. Just as the Prophet said, "A person is upon the religion of their close friend," Tirmidhi. Even those who do not outwardly worship can be elevated by their proximity to truth. Reflection. Do we value righteous company? And do we, in turn, become a source of light for others, human or creature? The spider and the dove that protected the Prophet. One of the most miraculous moments in Islamic history occurred during the Hijrah, when the Prophet and Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu sought refuge in the cave of Thawr. As their enemies closed in, Allah sent 2 seemingly insignificant creatures to shield them. A spider spun a thick web across the cave's entrance in mere moments. A dove laid eggs and nested at the mouth of the cave. When the Quraysh reached the cave, they saw the undisturbed web and nest and assumed no one could have entered, turning away mere steps from the Prophet. Sahih Bukhari. Lessons from the miracle. Divine protection in unlikely forms. Allah uses the weakest of His creations, a spider, a dove, to guard His beloved. His help often comes in ways beyond human expectation. Obedience over logic. Had the spider delayed or the dove refused to nest, the outcome could have been different. Their instant submission to Allah's will became a means of salvation. Trust in Allah's plan. The Prophet reassured Abu Bakr with, "Do not grieve. Indeed, Allah is with us." Quran 9:40. True reliance, tawakkul, means believing in Allah's wisdom, even when danger seems unavoidable. Reflection. Do we recognize Allah's subtle signs in our lives? Do we trust His methods, even when they defy logic? The she-camel of Prophet Salih, Isa, a divine test Allah sent Prophet Salih, Isa, to the people of Thamud, a powerful but arrogant civilization. As a miraculous sign, Allah brought forth a she-camel from a rock, commanding that she be allowed to graze freely and drink water on alternate days. Surah Ash-Shu'ara 26:155-156. This was not just a test of faith, but a test of their submission to divine instruction, no matter how simple it seemed. Yet Thamud's pride blinded them. Instead of honoring the miracle, they hamstrung and killed the camel, mocking Salih's warning. Surah Al-A'raf 7:77. Their defiance triggered Allah's punishment. a devastating blast of thunder that destroyed them all. Surah Hud 11:67. Reflection. Do we dismiss small obligations in Islam, thinking they're insignificant? Or do we submit fully, knowing every divine order carries wisdom? The hoopoe bird of Sulaiman A.S., a messenger of truth among the many wonders granted to Prophet Sulaiman A.S., was his ability to communicate with animals. One day his army of birds assembled, but the hoopoe was missing. When it finally returned, it brought urgent news. I have come to you from Sheba with certain news. I found a woman ruling over them, and she has been given everything, yet she and her people prostrate to the sun instead of Allah. Surah An-Naml 27-22-24. This revelation led Sulaiman A.S. to send a message to Queen Bilqis, ultimately guiding her and her kingdom to the truth of Islam. Surah An-Naml 27:44. The elephant that refused to destroy Makkah, Year of the Elephant, in a pivotal moment before the Prophet's birth. The tyrant Abraham marched toward Makkah with a massive army, including war elephants, to demolish the Kaaba. But when they directed their mightiest elephant, Mahmud, toward the sacred house, it miraculously knelt down, refusing to advance. Surah Al-Fil 105, 1-5. Divine lessons from the miracle. Absolute power belongs to Allah. While Abraham boasted of his army's strength, Allah demonstrated that no force can defy His will. Animals recognize divine majesty. The elephant's submission shamed the arrogance of the human invaders, proving that even creatures instinctively obey Allah when humans rebel. Allah protects His sacred spaces. The Kaaba's preservation foreshadowed Islam's future victory, showing that what Allah guards, none can destroy. Reflection. When faced with worldly powers that seem unstoppable, do we remember that true dominion is Allah's alone? The Year of the Elephant reminds us that no plan prevails against His decree. Lesson 11. Animals never forget their purpose, but humans do. From the crying camel that sought the Prophet's justice to the spider that spun a web for his protection, animals fulfill their roles with unwavering submission to Allah. Even the mighty elephant of Abraham refused to attack the Kaaba, recognizing divine authority when humans defied it. Yet humans, blessed with intellect and free will, often forget their purpose. Unlike animals, we question, delay, or even reject Allah's commands despite knowing the truth. The Quran warns, "We offered the trust to the heavens, the earth, and the mountains, but they refused to bear it and feared it. But man undertook it. Indeed, he is unjust and ignorant." Surah Al-Ahzab 33:72. Final reflection. Do they not see the birds held in flight in the midst of the sky? None holds them up except Allah. Indeed, in that are signs for a people who believe. Surah An-Nahl 1679. Animals respond to divine mercy, sincerity, and barakah. What does your heart attract? Comment. Ya Allah, guide me back to my purpose and keep me firm upon it. May this reminder soften our hearts and strengthen our obedience to Allah. Ameen.